welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Texas Motor Speedway here for the 7th round of the Bubbles Cup Championship, the O'Reilly Auto Parts 300. And here's how the points look heading into this weekend, with Karinga just barely holding on to the championship lead with a 2-point gap after Spring's incredible victory last time out at Phoenix. Bubble remains in 3rd of the championship as Kimi has worked his way up multiple positions into 4th. We have moved the times here today for Bubbles Cup Championship. Normally run them Friday nights. We have moved it to Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and that will be the same for next week as well. But as for today, I am your host, Agent JF, joined by a very special guest, as always, Pocono Challenge champion, Fearless. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Absolutely. So, tell me what you expect to see with a tight championship battle and emotions at an all-time high after the incidents at Phoenix.
I mean, with Bubble suspended, you'd expect Karinga and Spring to absolutely pull away with the championship battle after this, so they're probably it's just going to be the two of them duking it out, but I would expect Kimi to also pass Bubble in the standings with a good showing today, because he is by far the fastest car as per the qualifying timesheet, so we'll see what he's going to be able to do this race.
I think so as well. And as you mentioned, we saw some harsh penalties handed out for the race. Bubble and Among Us both suspended from participating. So, yeah, as you say, Kimi, if he gets a strong run tonight, definitely setting his sights towards P3 in the championship. So
That would be great.
I think we're just about ready to take the green flag. The cars have begun pacing. We're going to take a short break after a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, you join us back halfway through our first pace lap. Quickly go over the order here really quick. Kimi qualified on pole, a very quick time from him indeed. And as we mentioned, a good run could see him into P3 in the championship. He's going to look to do that here today. And then just behind him, who has actually been very competitive recently throughout the season, that's going to be Spring, the winner last time out at Phoenix. Had that incredible battle with both Kimi and Ford. He will start second today. 3rd, Nico in the number 26 machine. He had a pretty strong qualifying, and he's going to start on the inside of the second row. To the outside of him is going to be DJ in the 28 car. He's also put together a pretty good season here. And then you have to go all the way back to 5th place to find your championship leader, Karinga. Really a rough qualifying there for him. So he's starting further back in the pack. Anthony is in 6th, the outside of the 3rd row, in the 09 machine, and then our final row at the back will be Blazer in the 17 car, and then it will be Zed in the number 16 car. So the two Roush Fenway Fords making up the back row here today, as we are getting ready to take the green flag, and we hear that Kimi has a to the back penalty per request, so I believe Kimi wants to start at the back. Never mind, it was actually DJ who was starting at the back. I was a little confused. I thought the pole sitter was giving up the spot there, but
yeah, I don't know what we would be doing if he was giving it up. Maybe he wants to have more fun and not dominate the whole race. You never know.
Well, we're gonna have to see.
Himself by the time board. Oh, the time board's already gone.
Off of turn number 4, they're going double file. And green flag is out here at Texas for the O'Reilly's Auto Parts 300. They've run it pretty clean so far. Very tight side-by-side racing throughout the pack. We expected this kind of racing coming into through the practice sessions here at Texas. And they are putting on a show back there, but up front it is Kimi who leads from Spring.
And Spring is right on the back bumper of Kimi. I'm surprised he didn't go for a move there. He just wants to chill right there as there's a battle for P4 between that would be Blazer and Karinga. So Karinga's already made his way through the field, it looks like a little bit. As Nico and DJ are just chilling back there. They're just going to ride at this out, it looks like.
Now we're watching Karinga here work on the inside of Blazer. He's trying to make up some spots early, and Blazer's in the wall. There might have been some contact between the driver of the 66 and the 17. And I think there was. Karinga slows down to give that spot back to Blazer.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to do at the start of this race, because now he has to, I think he already got a penalty actually. He's going through pit road. Yep, Karinga has already received a drive-through penalty for that aggressive move. Not what you want to do at the start of this.
Well, Karinga's going to serve his drive-through. We're going to keep an eye on his position as up front, here comes Spring to the inside of Kimi, side-by-side for the lead into 3.
Yeah, that's right. Spring has gone to the inside. Looks like he's going to make the move stick. He's going to try a slide job. He's clear. Kimi almost hits the wall, but he is clear. We have a new leader here at Texas on lap 5.
Spring leads. Kimi is almost in the wall, and look who's already made it up into 3rd. That's Anthony in the 09 car. He must have had a wonderful start with all of the drama between Karinga and Blazer. Anthony has worked his way into 3rd place.
And not too far back, we have Zed in 4th place. He started at the very back, too, so that's very impressive from him.
And something we've looked at over the practice sessions, and I think is really going to be a big deal in the race, is that exit off of turn 4. You can run a little bit higher than the car in front of you and get a big run down the hill off of 4. I think that's going to be the way you want to make your passes, is down into turn 1 after building a run off of 4.
Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. It looks like Kimi's going to try to run a higher line. He's going to get a run. Is he going to run? No, he can't. Not big enough of a run, but he's going to close in on the 37 machine for the lead.
Now he's right to him. He gives him a little bump in the middle of 1 and 2. Springs up the track. Oh, and he bounces off the wall. Oh, and there's going to be a crash.
Oh, Zed makes it through. Good avoidance from Zed.
He's got to keep it off the wall. You can still get front end damage even at slow speeds. But he's going to save it. We're going to stay green here. But that's going to...
I'm pretty sure race officials made Kimi let off after that incident, too, because that was not very clean from the 21 car, really putting the 37 into the wall and spinning him.
Yeah. And that's gonna allow Anthony to inherit the lead, and it's also caused a massive pack right here for about 3rd place on back, as Kimi gets a verbal warning.
But with that, we have a new leader here with the 09 machine of Anthony Anderson. Very strong run from him so far.
Yeah, he had a great restart, put himself in position, and here he is, lap 9, leading the race. As there's cars fighting behind, that's Zed and Blazer. Blazer seems to have a lot of pace. He's already recovered from the incident with Karinga.
Yeah, but he hit the wall off the corner, so Zed will retain 2nd place for at least another pair of corners. But yeah, as you said, Anthony really capitalized off of other people's mistakes, and he is now your leader on lap 10. Zed about a 1.5 seconds behind, and then it's a pack of 3 cars from there.
If you look right behind that pack of 3 cars, you will have Spring and Kimi. I think Kimi let off and allowed Spring to get back in front of him. So the battle that was for the lead is now battling for about 6th place, I believe.
Yeah, they really let Anthony open it up with that incident, because Zed had to lift a ton to get through as well. So really just big gap there, then another gap to 3rd, and then another gap 4th to 5th, and then actually they're side by side
now to
back there
5th.
for 5th place.
Yeah, Spring and that's Blazer on the outside. Spring trying to make his way back through the pack. Kimi's going to want to follow him through, but he's not close enough to do that just yet. He's got to close up to Spring to be able to follow him through with these passes.
Oh, he got a higher exit than Blazer, though. He might have a chance 1 and 2. Where does he go? He's going to try the outside line. Will it stick? A little higher. I think he's gonna get a good exit on him. Oh, he hits the wall. That was really good though. He kept it off.
He just tapped the wall there off of 2. He's going to have to work on Blazer for a few more laps. Spring is meanwhile catching up to these two battling. That's DJ and Nico. And Spring is going to push
look at
DJ.
This. He's gonna help DJ.
Yeah, huge push to the inside there of turn 1. And he's going to try to follow him through on the inside.
That is exactly what he's doing. Is DJ has cleared Nico for position. Here comes Spring now on the inside of Nico.
Oh, there's a crash in the back. That's Blazer. He's
crash
got
in the
front
back.
end damage.
That's Blazer. Not sure what happened. Might have been some contact between him and Kimmy, but he has lost his reset already.
And that's not what you want. Early in the race, losing a reset can put you on the back foot for the whole rest of the day.
Yeah. That was precisely what I was thinking when I saw that. I'm like, oh no. But Karinga saved with that caution. He's going to put himself back really in contention for the win after that drive-through penalty he got on lap, I think, 3.
Yeah, early drive-through penalty for Karinga. This will save his race and give him back in with a shout. And there's the official word. Blazer is on his last vehicle. Anthony still leads here on lap 14 as we get the call that pits will be open this time.
I mean, it's early on, so we'll see what people are going to do. I'm not sure what the fuel run / tire run is here at Texas. I haven't done any laps, but I'm curious to see if anyone's going to come down pit road here.
We're definitely going to see. I think they do only have 6 sets of tires to go the entire race distance. So,
so they've implemented that in the series too. I never knew that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Anthony's going to bail, fakes out a couple. 3 drivers go down into the pits. They are led by Zed, then DJ, and then Nico.
Yeah, so all 3 of them look to refuel and get new tires, make their way through the pack, capitalize on some track position after a run, maybe capitalize on some mistakes. But everyone gets a clean pit entry, it looks like.
DJ was the first in his box, and he was clean. He's exiting his box now. We're going to see the race off with Nico. He's going to be well ahead of Nico. What about Zed in the 16 car? Oh, it's close, but Zed's going to get it.
Yeah, there you go.
And we saw on the screen there for a second in the top right that Race Control has re-implemented double file restarts for this event. So we will go double file off of turn 4 once again for another exciting restart here at Texas.
But it's going to make the restarts very interesting because, the only reason we started to do single file restarts was because of the shenanigans that went down at, I believe, Auto Club Race 2 of the season.
Yes.
So they've been single file restarts ever since, but I think 3 or 4 races later, we're going to try it again and we'll see if, with the new drivers at the field, if they can make it work. But they were clean on the start, so that's probably why they have committed to doing double file restarts as we double up, and we're gonna see the green flag. Let's go from here at Texas.
It's a good jump from Kimmy in the second row. I think Karinga was a little bit sleepy on the restart there. He's gonna fall back and get trained on that outside. There's about 5 cars lined up ready to pass Karinga.
I would like to note Zed, who was the first car who stopped, is already probably going to get 1 car here on the inside. And it looks like he will get him unless he hits the apron. He does not hit the apron, so he has passed him unless DJ has something to say about it. He does. He pushed Karinga. Karinga's going to clear him.
We're going to keep an eye on Zed back there. Zed, DJ, and Nico, the 3 cars that pit, they will have the freshest tires. We're going to see how much of a difference that makes after just 15
they're going
laps.
3 wide now. The 3 people who pit 3 wide for position. Zed's going to back out. So that pit strategy call did not work out for that 16 machine. But the other 2 look like they're doing wonders with that. As Anthony still leads here at Texas.
Yeah, these cars in the back, it's going to be hard to see if the tires really matter early on in the stint. It can be a little bit wild, sometimes like a hornet's nest. But once we get spread out a little bit, I think you'll really see what a tire advantage can mean here at Texas. As I do want to mention, look at second and third place, they were running first and second before the incident. That's Spring and Kimmy.
Yeah, that's right. They did have that incident while running first and second, but they have made their way back through the pack thanks to that caution. So they are back in second and third. They're going to look to get by Anthony within a few laps, I would expect, because I bet they're probably the 2 fastest cars.
Oh.
As Blazer is trying to make a big move on DJ for position.
And it was a big block by DJ to hold the inside into turn 3.
Oh, I think DJ has the inside this time, though. Here comes Spring for the lead. Anthony did not get a good corner. Here comes Spring for the lead. Kimmy right behind him. Here we go.
Spring is going to wash up in the middle of 1 and 2. Anthony with a crossover move. That's also going to open the door for Kimmy. Oh, he puts him in the wall.
What has happened?
Kimmy spins.
Oh, Kimmy's spinning too. That's everyone. Here comes Kariga to take the lead. Everyone around him too.
Spring's in the wall.
Got damage. Caution is out.
And I think Karinga will be the leader. He just squeaked through the middle of the pack right there.
I think Anthony was pushing too hard, so he kind of got Spring into the wall. And then it was just Kimmy was collected too, spinning, and then everyone tried to get around. And I think it was Blazer who bumped Spring on the back straightaway and caused him to get that damage to bring out the caution.
So that'll be our second car who's on their last vehicle. Spring and Blazer, the 2 cars who will have no more resets for the remainder of this race, and it is still very early.
Yeah, I mean, not even 1/8 of the way through the race already. Lap 21 and 167.
You saw race control just gave Anthony a to the back penalty. So regardless of whether he pits here or not, he will have to go to the back before the green flag.
With that, I would expect him to pit here, because you really have nothing to lose.
Yeah, I think the cars
Unless he wants to
out.
hang on to that tire set, which he does, actually. He wants to keep that tire set on. As you mentioned previously, they only have 6 sets to run with.
So only 2 cars go to the pits here. Karinga, your leader, everyone else behind him faked. And then it was only Spring who followed in. He just spun out on that set. That will wear that set down a lot. So I'm not surprised Spring pit. I'm a little surprised Kimmy didn't pit, as he was also spinning on the backstretch. So Kimmy's going to have some rough-looking tires for this restart.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for him, as Nico's your new leader with Karinga pitting. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Karinga pit there. I mean, the run's probably, I would say, 40 laps, I would think, right? That's just an estimate.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So you know, it's gonna be close. I don't think he can make it on 2 more stops. Probably still gonna be 3 more stops to the end.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't really, if it's a 40 lap run, you probably can't save enough tires to make it to the end on 2 stops. So it's still going to be a 3-stopper from here. Maybe even 4-stopper.
Well, we did get the call that it was green this time. They are going double file off of turn 4. As here we go through the tri-oval. Green flag is back out for restart number 2 here at Texas.
Yeah, and the DJ makes it around equal on the restart for the lead, but you know, the restart on the outside, it's not very good lane on the restart, so Nico will clear him.
It was still a good
now
restart.
You want to check on Karinga and Spring, who are the takers on new tires.
Yes.
We're going to see what they're going to be able to do.
Most certainly. And I want to mention the top 3 were the drivers that pit under the previous cautions. So that strategy seems to have worked out pretty well for them, especially with Karinga and Spring having to work their way through traffic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just a hornet's nest back there. They're 3 wide.
Yep, they're going 3
off.
off.
There's contact to the back. There goes Zed.
He saves it.
Do they keep their momentum up, or is Karinga going to try something? He's going to split the middle. Look at that. Zed keeps his position, but I think, yeah, DJ's in the hornet's nest now.
He is, and importantly, Spring was able to follow through with Karinga, so the 2 cars that just pit staying right next to each other here As off of turn 2, Zed and Spring are looking to line up, or sorry, Karinga and Spring looking to line up Zed here.
Zed got a really good 1 and 2. Like, he was catching to the leader. Like, he dived in, got the acceleration.
Oh, look at Spring
down,
off the
but
exit
Spring,
of turn 4.
Spring. Look at that. Spring on the outside for the third place. Probably going to look for second, too, if he can clear, because they're right behind him.
We were just talking about that move earlier in the race. We saw it there. A fantastic
Oh, Zed's in the
exit.
wall. Zed is in the wall. Karinga's going to push him, though. Give him a monster run into 3 and 4. Is he going to be able to keep it together?
He's going
Looks
to
like
slide
he
up
will.
in front
He's
of
going to
Spring.
come up right in front of Spring. Does he hit the wall? It's really close. Kept it off the wall. Still on the outside for second. I think they're closing in on the leader, too, while all this is happening. So Nico not very quick with those new tires, it looks like.
Yeah, and I think Spring is going to feel really held up there by Zed and the battle he was having with Karinga. As you can see, that's allowed Kimi to catch back up. He's probably on the oldest tires in the field. He spun out on them, hasn't pit yet, but he's still competitive there, running in 5th place.
Yeah, very strong for Kimi to manage to... Oh, as Zed looks to the inside of Karinga, this is going to hold him up. But yeah, as you were talking about, Kimi on the oldest tires, keeping it competitive at least. That's good. As always, we're going to go 3 wide. Underneath the wall.
Oh, in the wall.
I don't know why Spring would make that move so early. I don't know if race control is going to be happy with that either. We're going to see what they're going to do.
I don't think so. We were on board with him. You could hear Spring in the throttle, so it doesn't look too hot for Spring. We'll see if race control agrees.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, verbal warning for the 37. Way too aggressive for this early. And Zed looks to the inside now of Spring. And he's going to make it work. He has to run, too. What a move from Zed.
So Zed clears back out in front for 2nd place. All of this fighting has actually allowed Nico to get in a rhythm and start to pull away.
It's really what you want if you're the 26. You now have a 1.6 second lead over 2nd place. As Karinga's going to look for second, too. Zed had a little more of a high entry. And he's going to get the run off the corner. And there's contact. Karinga almost went around. That was close.
I think it was meant to be a push, but it wasn't quite centered on Karinga's back bumper, and it sent him straight towards the inside wall. Somehow he recovered, though.
That allows Zed to pull away.
Yeah.
Oh, Zed's going to try the outside line now. I think it works, too. Like, look at the run he's going to get off the corner.
Yeah, he runs a really big arc through 1 and 2. I think it's really fast by herself, but it does open you up to someone lunging it up your inside into turn 1.
And he knows he has a little bit of a comfortable gap now, unless he hits the wall here off of 4, which he doesn't. So if he can keep doing that, he might have a chance at closing in on Nico, even though the gap is, wow, almost 2 seconds.
Yeah, the
But
battle...
I do like this line that he's taking in 1 and 2. Go on.
I agree. I was going to say the battle up front's a little bit spread out. I think back here, Spring feels a little bit held up by Karinga. He keeps trying to work to his outside off of turn 4, but he hasn't been able to build that run just yet.
I think Zed's going to hit the wall up before if he doesn't lift a ton. He had to lift a ton there, so he's going to lose some time. Let's see what the gap is now. It is 2.1 seconds. So Nico continues to pull away from the 16, but the 16 pulls away from the 66. It's kind of he's kind of a no man's land right now, the 16. As he hits the wall, not anymore. Here comes the 66.
Yeah, and it looks like the battle for 3rd has just turned into the battle for 2nd as Karinga all over the back of the 16 car.
Yeah, Zed's going to have to try a different line. He is right there. He's going to dive it into 1 probably. Oh, Zed tries to arc it again, but Karinga gets to the inside. Yep. He's going to get the position. There it is, inside with the run. 2nd place now belongs to Karinga in the 66.
Karinga's got the freshest tires through the field. Him and Spring are the only 2 that just pit. So I expect Karinga to get into a rhythm, put together some good laps here, and try to chase down the 26 car of Nico, who is still leading here on lap 35.
Yeah, I mean, the gap is now almost 3 seconds, so Zed was not really that fast, but we're going to... Oh, as Kimi is in pit road, I have seen in the chat, and yeah, he is in pit road. He has opted to pit around lap 35. So I'm interested to see if the strategy is going to work, but I bet he had to pit a little earlier thanks to that spin on the restart prior.
So interesting strategy here from Kimi, but he will go a lap down. He's going to hope to see us stay green flag for a while here.
And I think Karinga is actually closing in to the leader. Oh, I think Nico made a mistake. Nico must have made a mistake because the gap's now around 1 second. He gained it 1.5 seconds in one lap. Nico definitely hit the wall as we were looking at Kimi pitting. And Karinga is charging right now. The gap is probably down to half a second after this lap. He is way faster than 26. Yep, really. But Zed's a pit road as well. So it looks like that everyone's just gonna probably pit except for Karinga and Spring. Those are the two guys that you want to keep your eyes on for a different strategy since they were the two that pitted on the last caution.
We're going to keep an eye on where Zed comes out while we watch the battle. Karinga with a big run off of turn 4. He's still a little ways back, but he is just about right there.
Nico just doesn't have the pace. 66 is way faster right now, but he hits the apron. That's what you want. If you're the 26, you want to see a mistake. Oh, that was nearly flawless exit, though. Just barely kept it off the wall.
We're keeping an eye on the pit exit
look
battle,
to the inside,
too.
and he does. He is on the inside of Nico for the lead. So there's contact there. Karinga's in the grass, too. Really, really close action here. But it looks like he's going to get in 1 and 2. Yes, he does. New leader.
So Karinga leading here on lap 41. We saw the pit exit battle from the two cars that have pit on a green flag. Kimi just came out in front of Zed. So Zed on slightly fresher tires, but Kimi with track position. They're going to want to work together here in these critical stages when you are attempting to undercut like these two.
Oh, Zed's in the wall. That's not what you want to do. When you're trying to undercut, that's not what you want to do. If you're going to let those guys overcut you, you got to be really quick right now if you're trying the undercut. Yeah, Karinga has already started to gap Nico.
Yeah, and you expected that with those fresher tires. One thing I'm surprised by, though, is Spring is not quite making the same inroads as Karinga.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that too. I mean, Karinga's easily pulling away by at least 0.2 of a second. Spring is probably going to get to Nico within the next 10 laps, but yeah, Nico's really trying to go in the middle lane, but it just doesn't work in the car tomorrow. Doesn't get that good of an exit, and I think Spring just hit the wall.
Yeah, Spring
I'm
just
not
hit the
entirely
wall.
sure, though. Yeah, he did hit
Back-to-back
the wall.
corners.
He's going to open
off
the
of
door
2.
for Anthony.
Hit it off the 2 and hit it off of 4. He had about a 1.5 second gap to Anthony, and that has been erased over just one lap of mistakes.
Yeah, that really opened the door for Anthony to really battle with him for third place on the racetrack. Probably won't be for long, though, because Kimi and Zed are trying the undercut. Because Kimi's pulled away from Zed. Zed is not very quick right now.
Yeah, and you expected him to have better pace than that coming out on fresher tires. We're looking from Kimi. Blazer slow on the inside.
He missed the pit exit, the commitment cone. I don't know if we have any rules for the commitment cone, but he missed that.
We're gonna hope he hit the block to get to be able to pit, get the pit road speed limiter, because if not, it will not be possible for him to pit. He'll have to go around.
Looks like he did hit the line though, as he is in his pit stall successfully, and he's getting tires.
And we see Kimi and Zed blow by, so Blazer will be very, very far behind those two who have already pit. We saw race control give a ruling there. It was a clean stop, and just almost a bit of a warning to the drivers that pit entry is very slippery.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's just the nature of this racetrack. Pit entries are very tough to go from like probably 25 degrees of banking down to absolutely 0 to enter pit road. You gotta slow down real quick. Get it on that banking change, it really tends to mess up the cars. So that's why you saw Blazer really miss the commitment cone there.
Yeah, as you and I know, the banking really helps these cars around. So when you shock it like that and just pull it down onto the flat, the car really doesn't like it. It wants to step out on you. I think it was well controlled by Blazer to get it into the pits there and not have to go around.
I would like to note Zed has actually been pretty quick so far too. Now, like he's figured it out. He just actually closed in on Kimi. Now that I said that he's gonna hit the wall, yep, there it is. This is why you don't say anything as a commentator and praise some guys' driving capabilities, because then they hit the wall the next corner.
Well, I think it shows there's going to be a bit of an ebb and flow with just little mistakes like that, just tapping the wall a little bit. You know, you're gonna catch up to someone, maybe fall back with a small mistake, and I think that's gonna set the tone for what we might see if there's a green flag run to the end.
I really hope it's a green flag run to the end, especially if we don't see any DNFs.
Oh, what's happened to Anthony?
Anthony's pitting.
I think he was stopped down there though. He might have almost missed the pit entry, just like Blazer. He
probably did almost miss the pits.
I think he had to come to a complete stop just to make it.
I want to see if Anthony comes down in front of Kimi and Zed.
He will not. Kimi
no,
and Zed are
absolutely
both
not.
Going to pass him.
They're going to both blow right by.
As Kimi's looking
so
to
the undercut
unlap.
has worked miraculously for those two.
And I think pitting earlier has also given them the tire life to make it easier, cleaner pit entry. On older tires, that pit entry just gets more and more treacherous.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of curious to see when Karinga pits because... Oh, wow, what has happened to Karinga? Nico's closed in. Look at the gap now.
Yeah, he's right there.
That's impressive.
That's just one little mistake from Karinga, and Nico will be making a move on him, so he is right there.
Oh, Nico is on the outside lane, though. You remember that the car tomorrow really does not run the outside in the middle lane. It's not very well. You've got to really rip the bottom in order to have a fast line.
Mentioning really quick, Kimi did unlap himself from DJ, so he is working his way back up the pack to unlap himself. But back up front, the gap has extended just a little bit with Nico running higher. It's not working great for him in that second place.
As Corey mentioned that Spring absolutely smacked the wall, the gap is now down to 6 seconds. Probably longer than that now. Let's see what the gap is. Yeah, now it's 8 seconds. He absolutely smashed the wall.
Oh, and DJ spinning out behind.
What happened there?
And caution is out. Now that's going to throw a wrench into the plans of a lot of these drivers with us in the middle of green flag pit stops.
Yeah, that's just absolutely ruined Kimi's head strategy there. You really didn't want to see that if you were those two. Now they're going to be stuck a lap down. Maybe have to wave, and they're going to be in the very back of the field.
I think they will. With Bubbles rules, I'm pretty sure they will get their laps back, regardless if the leaders pit or not. But they will. I don't think they'll cycle to the front unless they stay out on what are honestly probably fairly old tires at this point. They've been out there for a while. They made their pit stop so early.
Yeah. And Anthony spins under pacing. Great job, driver. Oh. It looks like they're going to have to go around, so we won't have pits open for a while. I think Kimmy got, is there a free pass rule? I think Kimmy got the free pass, so he doesn't have to go around. Because I'm pretty sure he was a lap down, right?
He was.
Oh, no, apparently not. I think Kimmy has to go around. Yeah,
Yes.
Kimmy still marked a lap down on the
Okay.
ticker, so he has to go around.
Yep. So there's just going to be 4 cars here left on the lead lap. Everybody else has to go around. Those are the other 4 cars that had already made their pit stops. So we've got a completely, perfectly down the middle split strategy here today. 4 cars have already pit under green, and now we have a caution right in the middle of our pit stop sequence.
Yep, that is correct. Really put a wrench into the plans of the 1 and 16. So, yeah, they're going to be probably stuck in the back. And everyone else that pit as well, which would be the 09 and the 17. So those 4 all had to wave around.
Yep. So Kimmy should be there by now, and we will get pits open this time, I believe. And there it is. And I expect to see, I think, the top 4 go into the pits right here as we were getting into the middle green flag pit stops right there.
Yeah, pits are open here, so we're going to see probably the top 4 all coming to pit road. I don't see really a really ideal strategy to see everyone else coming to pit road, though. Yeah, as they fake it.
Yep. So exactly on with the strategy. Spring missed his pit entry twice, 3 times. Unfortunate for Spring, did Nico hit his? He and Karinga had an awkward pit entry.
Karinga, that's going to be such an awkward pit exit, especially if Nico gets going first.
Yeah, Karinga trying to angle his car away. Nico's going to try to squeeze against the wall. Who's going to get out first? And Nico gets out
look
first.
at that, 26. Yeah, smart move by the 66 to angle your car like that, because that would have been a crash. Yeah, most definitely on pit road if he did not do that. Well, Nico comes out in front of Karinga, very shocking to see that happen. And I believe, yeah, DJ did come out in front of Spring because Spring makes that mistake on pit road during yellow flags pit stops.
Karinga a little bit upset with his pit crew there. 13.1 second pit stop for the 66 crew. That's I think that and the very awkward pit entry has cost them the spot over Nico on that second strategy.
So Zed is the leader of this strategy now. Apparently. I don't know what happened to Kimmy.
I'm not sure. I think on the wave around he might have just chosen to go to the back of that group. But either way, we are going to go double file here off of 4 and see another restart.
Yep, that is right. As we enter the restart zone, and green flag here at Texas. Zed gets a good jump. As Nico gets a good jump on Karinga. Nico's going to clear the 66 already as we dive into turn 1.
Into turn 1, Zed's a little bit higher. Now he arcs it down. He's going to get the spot on Anthony. And Blazer is trying to make his way up the inside of Anthony as well. He's side by side fighting for a second into turn 3.
Here he comes. Zed has a bad entry. Zed has a bad entry. Here comes the 17 for the lead. That is not what you wanted if you're Zed. But it's going to be a hornet's nest. They're trying everything they can.
It's hectic right here. 3
oh my goodness,
rows.
2 by 2 by 2 by 2. 17 with the lead. Here comes Nico. Oh, this is the wall. Here goes the 26. Hard into the inside wall.
And they're slow in front of Kimmy as well. So a big crash there for Nico. But they're going to keep it green flag. He has no damage. He's going to get back going again. So green flag stays out. Kimmy lost a lot. He had nowhere to go in that mess on the back straightaway. And up front, Karinga is making a move on Zed.
Yeah, Karinga already has the lead. Zed did not get a good entry into that corner. I think those two are on. Spring hits the wall again. He's slow right now. Or did he get walled by DJ? I think he might have gone walled by DJ, hence the my bad in chat. But Karinga is your new leader here at Texas after Zed makes a mistake in corner entry. 28 gets a verbal warning, his final verbal warning before a drive-through penalty.
Finally starting to single out. It took a bit of an incident there. Karinga in the wall off of turn 2. He had just cleared Zed and started to pull away, but then he hits the wall from 2 and it's closing right back up again.
Not anymore, though. He's going to pull away again because Zed did not get the inside line again. You really got to hit that. You really got to paint the white line on the inside if you want to get a good corner. He's not doing that right now.
Yeah.
I think he's going to miss the inside again. Look at this.
Now, I don't mind that line in 1 and 2 because 2 exit tightens up so much, but off of 4, the banking really catches you. I like running the inside in 3/4. Kimmy spins in the back.
Yeah,
And he has
Kimmy's
rear
around.
damage.
Oh, he's still spinning.
I thought he was going to get a reset right there. He's fine. We're going to keep a green flag. Kimmy's
I'm
going to keep
surprised we
going.
haven't gone to caution yet. That's 2 spins already on this run. I think Nico's going to get around Kimmy, and he's bumped him again. Kimmy's spinning again.
And this
Caution's
time,
out.
caution's out.
Yeah, this time the caution's out. Don't want to see a car spinning on the trial or whatever it's called. Front straightaway.
Yeah, we saw it before. Spinning in the high-speed areas, race control has deemed that to be worthy of a caution. So glad to see some consistency there with a caution being called here on lap 63.
So that'll shake things up. That gives Nico another chance to get some track position back after that first spin. I'm surprised he didn't get front-end damage with that massive hit on the restart. It's probably what you're thinking as well. I mean, how did he not get front damage from that massive hit? That's insane.
I'm not sure. I think it's just a stroke of luck at that point.
Yeah.
With a huge hit to the inside wall on the back straightaway. Definitely a spot you would expect to get damage. So, I know he'll
And all
be...
the damaged cars have been asked to respawn, so that's going to be...
Kimmy.
Did the 26 even get rear-end damage?
I'm
Oh my
not-
god, that's amazing.
No, he is a perfectly fine car.
I don't even know how that happens. Really lucky for them.
Kimmy was the one car that had to respawn. They've already called pits open. Normally they only call it when the entire field is packed back up, so I don't know if pits will stay open or not, but we will see.
Yeah, they're going to be close. Kimmy's stuck right now. Looks like it, at least.
Not sure what's happening with Kimmy. He got a scheme on. Easy to forget that Kimmy is on controller. It takes him a very long time to be able to type in his scheme.
Yeah, pits are open, so Kimmy kind of gets screwed. I mean, he was in last anyway, so I'm not really entirely sure what he's going to do, but pits are open for him still. We're going to see what he opts to do.
Either way, we only have one
Probably,
taker
I
from
would
the
say,
main pack.
presumably to pit, because... Yeah,
And,
Kimmy's
yep.
going to pit here, because he got spun twice. You really have to pit at that point.
And I'm not sure if we'll get green this time. It's going to take a second for Kimmy to catch back up to that main pack who's going to be facing around.
Yeah.
Spring is off his pit stall. He had a clean stop. Kimmy is clean in. So these two cars will be on fresh tires and looking to make their way up through the pack.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see what they're going to be able to do on the restart. As Kimmy finally gets out of his box. As we're about to hit 100 laps to go. It's pretty short race so far, about 40 minutes.
I called it green this time.
Green is this time. We're going to see if Kimmy can catch.
I think he
He's
will.
gonna get screwed over. I think, yeah, he's going to catch. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's already up to speed on the back straightaway. He will get there just in time. Right about when they start going double file off the 4, Kimmy will be there. And Kimmy will file in on the
look
outside.
at that. Perfect.
We're going to
Wonderful
go
job.
on board with Kimmy.
Green time. Green right here at Texas. It's gonna put the apron right there. Looks like it'll work. Anthony gets the inside of his head as there's more contact. He goes hard in the wall. And with that, he's going to be last place again, falling back tremendously.
Look at that, 3 wide. Look at Spring with a huge run to the inside. Oh, contact!
Oh. Yeah, massive contact there. They all keep it together, but that is not what you want to see.
And I'll tell you, the big winner out of that was Spring. He just snuck through on the inside and still has a big run. He's in the three-way battle for second right now as Karinga looks to pull away.
Spring might hit the wall off. Oh, that's so close.
Oh,
and he makes
contact with
contact
Anthony.
Anthony is in the grass.
Oh, he
no, there
spins.
goes. Caution's
Caution.
out again. Really got to keep the consistency. And are they going to hit him? No, they keep it away for pinning him. But yeah, that is exactly why you call the caution there. Because if he's spinning in the grass there on that high-speed section and people hit him, he's going to go flying. That is not what you would want to see.
And we saw from the speed trap going into turn one, some of these cars, especially in the draft, get up to about 204 miles an hour.
That's insane.
So a crash at that speed would be catastrophic.
I mean, pits might... Yeah, okay, so no pit lap opting. So are we going... Yeah, green next time.
Yeah, I think race control deemed it was so close after a restart, they're not going to open pits this time.
I can see why they would do that.
Yeah,
Just have like a quick caution.
we saw a version of that in the IndyCar race yesterday. If a caution happened on the restart lap, I think this one started on the restart lap. It kind of carried over into the next one. So race control is just going to let us go green this time for the restart of caution number 5 of the day. As we are still yet to reach halfway, but under 100 laps to go.
Yep. Nico's gonna get another chance here on this restart and not get absolutely screwed over. Third time's the charm, right?
Yeah, that's the goal for him in the number 26. I want to highlight driver of the 37 in third place, Spring, second in points. Amazing win at Phoenix. He's got the freshest tires right here. You know, he's going to want to get out front, lead some laps, get those extra bonus points when he's in a really tight battle with Karinga for the championship lead.
Yeah, absolutely. You take the call for the restart.
So a double file off of turn 4 as we're going to get ready for the green flag. Green flag is out here at Texas restart number 5 here on lap 69, now 70. Karinga will lead that lap. As Spring had a really rough restart, he's back down into 4th. Lost out to Blazer, who has moved up into 2nd. So a great restart for Blazers. He sets his sight on Karinga.
Yeah, Blazer is going to get 2nd as DJ tries to back out, but does he get some contact? Does he get bumped up from Spring? He does a little bit. I don't think Spring's going to be able to get to the inside, but look for DJ. He's going to look to the outside now. Does he have enough of a run to clear the 17 before turn 1? It's going to be really close. Oh, not quite. That's going to really screw him over. But the 17 has to lift. There's a 28. Oh, this is amazing. 28 clears him.
And
what
look
a move.
at Kimi. Kimi on fresh tires. He's worked his way back up. Kimi and Spring, the last 2 cars to pit. They're now together running 3rd and 4th.
The 3 wide back there. Nico hasn't gotten screwed over yet so far. As Kimi's looking for 2nd. Look at this. There he goes. He's got it. To the inside.
He's going to take
He's going
it.
to make it work. Up to 2nd. As, 3 wide. As race control does not like 3 wide into turn 3. As you've seen from that little bit of a warning in the top right corner. We don't want to see crashes happen in 3 and 4 so consistently because of 3 wide action.
Yeah,
But Kimi's in 2nd.
I think race control is really worried about that safer barrier that sticks out as you enter. A really high entry works pretty well there in 3 and 4. And going 3 wide could force the car on the outside to hit that part of the wall right there. You see how close they already enter by themselves.
Yeah. Because if they hit that, they're basically done. They're crashed. The Spring's in the wall. They're going to 3 wide him, it looks like Zed and Nico. There's contact, and they keep it together. But yeah, this has been really the day of Spring's race in a nutshell. He's on fresh tires and he's in almost last place. Like, he just does not have the speed, it looks like, today.
Yeah, circumstances and the speed as Zed is going to get clear of this little pack back here. Working way up into fourth as the top three are closing up. Kimi onto the back of Karinga now into turn one.
It's 201 miles an hour into 1 and 2. Karinga goes wide on exit. Kimi looking to the inside. He's going to look. And he's to the inside, side by side for the lead in the 3-4.
Oh, caution is out. Karinga's the leader.
Who is the leader?
I think Karinga still had the lead. That's for Blazer, who has front-end damage, and he's going to be out of the race.
Yeah, Blazer's already out. That's unfortunate for him. So we are down to now 7 cars.
So they deemed the leader off of scoring. Karinga was still just slightly ahead, I believe, into turn 3. So Karinga will remain the leader over Kimi, who was definitely the hard charger on that restart. Worked his way all up into second and was fighting with Karinga for the lead. But the caution came out and put that to a halt. Pits will be open this time. I expect to see some people coming in.
Yeah, it was like a 10-lap run, so maybe people will pit here. We're almost halfway through the race, so maybe we'll see some pitting. Split the race. Kind of, you had one stage there. This is like your halfway break at this point, unless there's another caution for the next 10 laps or so. So maybe people will pit here and try to get on the right strategy.
Yeah, and hopefully at this point you haven't really used more than 3 sets of tires. They're allocated 6 as the back 4 are all going into the pits.
I think Spring is using his 4th set right here.
Now
if you really think about it.
He can go back to a scuffed set of tires, but yeah, really interesting decision here with Spring. I think he has probably pit the most out of all the cars on track, and I wonder how that's going to work out for him if we get to the end and maybe have a short shootout like we saw at Phoenix, where Ford didn't have any tires to go to. Will Spring be in the same position? A tight battle off of pit lane. Zed will lead for Nico, then Spring, then Anthony. So Spring makes up a spot on pit lane, but it was a very close battle between Zed and Nico. Zed will lead them off and restart in 4th.
So with that order in mind, I would keep your eye on the 26 car on this restart, because he will have the preferred line on the restart with the freshest tires of everyone else. He's going to be first car on the fresh tires on the inside line. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do on the restart.
Real quick, I do think we are able to speak with the driver of the 17 here, Blazer. Involved in some early incidents, out before halfway. Tell me about how your race was going right there before you crashed.
Well, I had been on old tires and over on the oldest tires in that field, so I dropped back right off the restart, and I was just finding my rhythm, and I hit a bump, I slid, and there's nothing I could do to keep it up from the wall.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. And then your first incident, there was kind of a lot of calamity on the back straightaway. Tell me about that incident.
Well, I hit the wall, and then just no one has enough time to really get out of it when you get in the wall that hard, so yeah, just unfortunate.
And then really quick, tell me about your outlook next weekend. It's gonna be Talladega tandem package. What's your mentality going into a race that always is a little bit wild?
Just drive car fast.
Well, that's all you gotta do, drivers. So unfortunate today, but best of luck next week as you continue to fight for good points. That was the driver number 17, Blazer, who is already out. We've extended the caution. I think there's a bit of an issue with the tire sets I'm hearing from Bubble Race Control. So not really sure what's happening here. But
Yeah, we're green.
green flag is back out, so we're going to get going here again on lap 79. Karinga leads with Kimi on his outside and DJ close behind. He's going to take away second.
Yeah, Nico didn't get a very good launch, so Zed is up in third. He's on the inside of Kimi. Probably going to get the position. He's on the fresher tires and the preferred line. So now that he's the first car on the fresher tires, we're going to see what he's going to be able to do, but he goes wide. He has to lift a ton. Here comes everyone trying to get around him. Spring gave Zed a massive run. Here, look at this for the lead. 205 into the corner. He has to lift. Get on the brakes, but it looks like he has a little bit. Does he have enough of a run to keep the lead?
Oh, he's sliding. He's sliding.
He's sliding. Oh my God, that's insane. And how Zed's completely missed the inside. He's on the outside line. He's gonna hit the wall too if he doesn't lift, and he does. Yep, there it is.
Oh, and it holds up DJ and Nico. Everybody trying to work their way around. 3 wide on the front straightaway for a second. Zed falls like a rock after the most insane run into turn 1. He's all the way back to last. So, absolute craziness. And now he's slowing on the back straightaway. Not sure what's happening there with Zed.
Oh, Zed's parking it. He's done.
And
He has to leave, apparently.
I guess he had to go. He's out of his car. As the battle up front rages on. They picked up just where we left off before the caution. Kimi fighting with Karinga as the official word has been announced here. Zed has DNF'd and retired from the race, so we're down to 6 cars who have a chance to win here today as Kimi with a run on Karinga dives to the inside but then lifts back out of it.
Karinga nails the inside line. He's got to pull away unless Kimi gets a better exit, which it's going to be close. I'd say it's around equal, so Karinga continues to pull away. But the 3 wide almost for position for, that is, I think, 4th place. So that's the bottom 3 cars really going for it. Everything they can on the line. Karinga's in the wall. Here comes Kimi. Oh, Karinga trying to block it. Not quite enough. You got to block Anthony maybe too, but he couldn't. So he's going to drop 2 spots just like that as he hit the wall.
Oh, Anthony up the track. He's giving Karinga a bit of an elbow there.
Oh, Anthony has a massive run. Look at this. He's 202 on the front straightaway. He's going to, oh my goodness, he's got a massive run. He's going to get the lead.
Kimi led the lap.
Has something to say about it. And yeah, Kimi led the lap, it looks like, but Anthony, new leader, what a run.
Oh, Kimi's in the wall.
Here comes Karinga. He's going to get second. Keep your eye on Nico, too. Nico's not far behind.
Oh, he just crossed over halfway, so it's definitely picking up here. As Karinga takes away second from Kimi, they're pushing off of turn 2.
Oh, he just got a big run. But yeah, Anthony's pulling away now. What a restart from Anthony in the 09 machine. Oh, Kimi just got a massive run up the corner. Just barely kept off the wall. He's going to push Karinga into the corner. Karinga is 203 miles an hour into the corner. He has to lift a ton. That opens the door for Kimi to go to the inside, and he does. Battle for second. What a move from the 21.
And he will be clear off into the entry in turn 3. Kimi pushed Karinga into turn 1, who entered a little bit lower, then slid up. Kimi got the run, made the pass, and now he is looking for the lead.
Yeah, he's really faster than Anthony right now. So Anthony's just trying to hold on to the lead. Not really what you want to see, though, going wide on entry in 1 and 2. If he does that in 3 and 4, Kimi's going to be right there. Nailed the... Yeah, actually, he went a little wide. But Kimi has to... I think he just tap steered. So I'd watch Karinga, actually. Karinga has a little bit of a run on Kimi. It's going to be close into 1 and 2.
Kimi earlier entry, but Karinga is going to get a good run off. Kimi's up the track. Oh, he does tap the wall. So does Karinga. Nico with the run. He's the only one that didn't hit the wall. He's going to look to take away second.
He just got to bump up the racetrack. He's going to the inside. He has to lift. Oh, look at that.
Kimi
what
with
a
a
run
huge
from the
run.
21. 206 miles an hour.
He got a push off of the front bumper of the 66 off of turn 4, and that's propelled him back into second place.
Yes, it has. Ringo rips the bottom. What do you want to see? Gets a good exit as well. I think Nico's a little faster than the both of them. He probably would have second right now if it weren't for that massive run that Karinga got in the center of the corner.
Is way up the track.
Oh, Anthony went super wide there. What happened to him?
I'm not sure. He might have just missed the pit. Missed the corner entry, or maybe a little bit of lag. Is further back. Nico on the inside of Karinga, looking to take away third. As you mentioned, I think 26 looks a little bit stronger at this phase. I think Karinga realizes that as well. He pushes him into turn 1. They're going to try to catch up to the top 2, which has closed up quite a lot. Anthony and Kimi fighting for the lead here on lap 91.
Yep, that's for the lead right there. I think Kimi is slightly quicker than Anthony still, but Nico has third, if you did notice that. Ringo right behind him. I think the two of them are trying to work together to get back up there, because they're pretty quick as well. And now Karinga's going to pass Nico, because Nico just went wide in the corner, so he's going to take it. Yeah, I think Nico wants to back out here if they want to catch up.
Yeah, it's going to be frustrating for Karinga, pushing the car in front of you after he passes you, and then a mistake from the car in front, and now all your progress has just been reset as it's really closing up front. Anthony and Kimi, who's all over him into turn 1.
I think he's got it. Oh. Oh, in the wall. Yeah, that's going to allow Anthony to pull away. I think Anthony's really keeping it up with the mistakes. Really, if you want to keep on in the lead, you really just don't want to make any mistakes and let everyone else make those said mistakes. Oh, I think Kimi just got a little bit of a bump. He almost went around. That was close.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him. You see that gap is opened up to 3/4 of a second now. So Anthony pulls back away, and Anthony's put on a really good showing in the middle stint of this race. He could be setting up for something nice at the end as Karinga was in the wall. Nico makes that pass for third. They're switching back and forth, and that's going to hurt their progress towards the front two.
I'd say for the leader at this point, Kimi's like about a second behind now, so in reality, it's for the lead at this point. You're really just trying to catch up to the leader, not the leaders.
Spring, huge hit into the wall in the back. He's very slow.
I think he's going to lose that position. He's going to be in last now. Yeah, that basically sums up, like I said earlier, his day so far. He's been probably the slowest car all day, making the most mistakes of everyone else.
I do want to say it did close up front quite a lot that lap. I think it was almost 3 whole tenths as Anthony was in the wall. Kimi's going to have a big run down the back straightaway.
Probably half a second right there.
I think it's going to be less at the line. I'm thinking maybe 3 or 4 tenths of a second between the top two. Well, it's a good exit for Anthony, though.
Yeah, around half a second. Really recovered that lap on 3 and 4 right there. But Kimi's right there now. Nico's pretty quick, too. He's gapped 4th place at Karinga.
Kimi exiting a lot higher off of turn 4, and that gap is closing quick, just over 3 tenths of a second, with Kimi with a really good exit off of turn 4, and a later apex here in 1 and 2. He's going to be right there pretty soon.
Oh, he's right there.
Oh, he dives it.
Move on the inside. Yeah, he's got it. Anthony had to tap steer a little bit. Does Anthony hit the wall? Kept it off the wall. He is still the leader. Really good defense from the 09 car.
Yeah,
as Nico's closing in, and the gap now is less than a second on Nico. So Karinga's really faded, as everyone else is still as fast as they've been.
Kimi tried to get a jump on Anthony into 3. He had to run very late move, but Anthony defended well, rolled the top and kept the lead, but that did allow, as you said, Nico to close up quite a lot. Under a second last time around. We'll see what it is this time. Just over a second.
Still around a second. Yeah, still around a second there. I think if you're Nico at this point, you just want to see mistakes or absolutely rip the bottom like he just did right there. That's a very good corner. I'm not sure about that exit, though. But Anthony's starting to pull away from the 21 again.
Yeah, it was a rough 1 and 2 as Kimi, he's going to the pits, I think, right here.
Oh, that's...
He's good. He's good. I think
Yeah,
it's
he's
the
got
yellow
it.
line. That's the commitment there.
Yeah, it's really the moment right there. Ringer's also in pit row. Oh, he's
Gringa's into
retiring?
he has to leave.
Yeah, he's
gonna
retiring.
DNF.
Ringer's retiring. He's out of the race.
That's your championship leader, folks, who's just retired from the race. And that's really going to help Spring. It was just 2 points the difference. So I think that's essentially given Spring the championship lead here today.
Yeah, that is for certain. As Kimi is now off of pit road. So now we have 5 cars left in this race.
He does go a
Really
lap down.
only, I'd say, 3 cars for the win at this point because DJ and Spring aren't really that quick.
Yeah, I think so. Spring really showed pace early and in the practice sessions, but it's come unfolded here in the race. As we're going to get spread out as we look ahead to some more green flag pit stops. DJ and Kimi, the 2 that have pit. Anthony, your leader. And we're going to take this opportunity to go on board with the 09 car for Plato's Perfect Pitch, brought to you by Plato's Events Network. And we come back to you live here at Texas Motor Speedway. Looking forward to the closing stages here for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 300. Out front, it's still Anthony, but Nico has closed the gap ever so slightly. And we could see a battle for the lead amidst our green flag pit stops.
I just like to note the difference in tires. Kimi pit, like I'd say 5 laps ago, and he's already caught up to Spring, who is like he's caught up. He's almost one lap. He's probably gonna lap Spring. In theory, what Spring pits here.
I think so. Spring hits the
Spring
wall there, so that's
gonna give
Kimi.
Kimi an opportunity, unless he wants to get around Spring in a more evenly manner. I would think. But actually, why would you lift there?
Not
Because now
super
Spring's gonna
sure.
get. Oh, he hits the wall
It's
now.
the-
Why? What?
I have no idea what's happening there with Kimi, but he's sitting behind Spring for the time being.
You gotta pass him eventually, right?
Yeah, at some point, you're going to want to get it done. Spring's on older tires. You need to pass him. That is a critical move for your race. But
He's gonna
Kimi's-
set it up and taking the high line. Because 3 and 4, you wanna. Yeah, there you go. Actually, that was pretty bad corner. You want to hit the inside still.
Yeah, I mean,
That really kind of proved that the middle lane is not good.
the rate he caught up at, he should have blown by him probably about 4 laps ago.
Yeah, now he's lost half a second already. Oh, there you go. He's got him. He's got him.
Kimmy to the inside. He's going to get the move done on Spring. Fresher tires should have happened earlier, but it's done now, and he's just got to put together good laps to try to make this undercut strategy work on the 09 and the 26, who are out front closer than ever. Anthony running a little bit higher there off of 4 than Nico behind.
Yeah, absolutely. So these two cars are on a different strategy than Kimmy. Kimmy's trying the undercut. These two guys are going to probably try the overcut. And maybe, in theory, maybe they could actually, if they go another 9 to 10 laps, make it on one more stop. That would be incredible if they could pull this off.
Yeah, it'd be really, really close there with making it on one more stop. Kimmy, I think for sure will have to make another one as well. So he's going for an extra pit stop if these two can make it that far. That's the big question.
Maybe it won't even be that close. Maybe the run's a little longer than 40 laps. If it's a little longer than 40 laps, then yeah, they definitely made it. Probably if they save a little more. Oh, Nico's in the wall.
So it's really just a matter of counting down the laps here for Anthony. It's looking good for him getting most laps led. I think that was Nico going into the pits. Yes, it is. So Nico bails on the strategy. He's pitting. I don't know if he can make it to the end. 54 laps. That'll be a stretch.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. Yeah, it's 53 laps. I don't see it happening. Kimmy, I would expect to blow right by.
Yeah, he's been on fresher tires for a while, even with the incident.
Wait, hold on a second.
It's gonna be close. This is about what it was between Kimmy and Zed on the first green flag pit stops. So
this is gonna be close. Hold up.
It's gonna be really close. It takes a while to get up to speed. Kimmy will be flying down
he's
the back
got it.
straightaway.
He's got it. Oh, he's got it. Whoa,
Just wait,
what happened to
wait.
Kimmy? I thought he was quick.
Kimmy will be flying down the back straightaway. It takes a whole lap to get up to speed. Here he comes.
I think he's going to let Kimmy have it. Yeah, he's got it. Kimmy will get the position. But Nico now up to speed. His age about a second back.
Yeah, really close, and he's got much fresher tires. So I think overall by the end of this race, I think this will be a net positive for Nico. Especially with
see when
Kimmy.
Anthony's going to pit, because Anthony surely will have to pit soon as well, unless he's going to try that one-stop strategy from here. Stop at like 123, probably.
Yeah, and he's still got a full lap and a half on the rest of the field, so if he backs it down, he has a lot of room to slow up and save those tires and try to make it on just one more stop. I really like this strategy if he can make it work.
That would be incredible stuff if he could make this work. I think that is what he's trying. I think Kimmy's pulling away from Nico. Nico is not hitting the inside line properly right now.
I think we got to give it some time for Nico. There's also a bit of a mental game there. Kimmy in his rhythm after the fresh tires. Nico's still got to build back up to it a little bit after being on old tires and then jumping right onto fresh tires. It's sometimes hard to gauge the grip and exactly how fast you can take the corners when you first come out of the pits.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but I think he's closing in a little bit now. So Nico's probably, it's either going to be, if Nico could get around Kimmy and pull away, it's going to be between Anthony and Nico to see who can pull off the strategy, right? But I think if Anthony can hold on for around 4 more laps without blowing a tire, he's going to have it.
Yeah, I mean, he just crossed the line, 48 to go. I think that's probably right on the limit of how far you can save and make it. So it's really going to be tight here with Anthony.
You want to go as far as you can. If you feel like your tire's gonna go, you gotta pit. He's gonna pit right here. I think he's just gonna take it. He's gonna pit. Oh, he got a good entry too. If he doesn't speed.
Oh,
He's got it. What an
perfect.
entry! What an entry! That was perfect.
So there goes Kimi and Nico. That battle is closed up quite a lot. We're gonna watch the battle between these two as they also battle Anthony out of the pits. Spring does not pit, so I think he's actually gonna get some laps led here. As I mentioned for the championship, that's important. Bonus points for leading a lap. Spring has secured that.
I think they're gonna drive right by Anthony.
I think so too. Yeah, they're off of 4. Anthony's still on pit lane.
Yeah, they're
So,
gonna drive right by him.
But can they make it to the end? That's the question here for the top 2. Aside from Spring, who is still out there, and their battle with Anthony. So really close between Kimi and Nico. When does Spring have to pit? Right now he's down, and he has a flat. He had a flat right front.
Oh, that's interesting. So
Spring,
with that expectation, he's probably, I would assume, be in last after that, right?
yeah, probably so.
Oh yeah, they all just passed him. They blew right by him.
Yeah, Kimi the leader. Yeah, Spring will be down into last position as DJ is also past him. And he's gonna be in danger of going a lap down, honestly. Kimi and Nico are fast, and they're gonna be pretty close to him by the time the Spring is up to speed. But now we have a battle.
Nico's figured out his rhythm. He's got to run. Oh, does he bump him up? No, he has to lift there. He backs out. But yeah, Spring is not even that far ahead. He might get lapped here. Maybe he doesn't figure things out in time.
Yeah, he's gonna be in danger of going a lap down. The battle is really close up front. Under 0.2 of a second between the top 2. You have to go back another 4.5 seconds to get to Anthony, who was the leader for so long in that middle stint. But we think he's on a different strategy, trying to make it all the way to the end on this set of tires.
Nico's got to find a way to get around Kimi ASAP, I think. Especially if Anthony can stretch this.
Yeah, we're gonna see if these two up front have committed to another pit stop. I don't really see how they're gonna make up all the time lost. You lose like a lap and a half, almost 2 whole laps. So it's really gonna be tough for them to make up that kind of ground when Anthony's just 4.5 seconds behind and looking pretty quick, even though he's saving.
Yeah, Nico's looking to get around Kimi. Kimi has a, oh yeah, Kimi's gonna clear him on the front straightaway though. He kind of backed out in the middle of the corner. That was basically your big chance to get by him, and now with your tires starting to wear, you're thinking, I gotta get around this guy right now before it starts to equal out. He's doing just that to the inside. This time, it looks like he's gonna stay right there at the entry of the corner. There he is.
Kimi's not giving it to him easy though. He knows this is a crucial battle. This could be for, at the very least, second place. Even if it ends up not fighting with Anthony's strategy for the win. Kimi leads that lap. But still side by side through 1 and 2.
Nico's
Kimi
being
on the
too
outside.
conservative. You got to start to push, because I think Kimi's going to clear him now on the straightaway. You got to be more conservative on that inside line. Like, I mean, not more conservative. You got to be more aggressive at this point of the race.
And them rolling the tops also going to hurt their battle with Anthony. Side by side for so many laps. We'll see what the gap is. Yeah, right on 4 seconds. So half a second is what they lost with that battle.
He's got to get around him, and he just can't do it yet. Kimi's done incredible defense, but Nico is being way too conservative on the inside, trying not to put him in the wall. I'm assuming Nico's going to catch right back up to him, and he will. That's a massive run.
Yeah, really good 3 and 4 there for Nico. Catching right back up, as you say, under 0.3 of a second and closing, but we just saw how hard it can be to pass, especially when the car in front of you is rolling the top a little bit higher than you.
Yeah, this is Kimi, I think it started to equal out. Nico needed to pass him right then and there, and he couldn't do it. So I think Kimi's going to be the leader of this strategy at this point.
I think so as well. Anthony with the tire advantage. The gap is down to 3.85 seconds. So
So you want to
Anthony's
keep your eye on that, especially if it's going to be one more stop to the end for him, as DJ has entered pit road according to the race control. And he has
rear end
entered pit
damage.
road. Yeah, he does have rear end damage. I don't know what happened there, but
And
there was not a caution called.
that is him going a lap down, I believe.
Probably is him going a lap down since he's the first one to pit.
So we expect that to be the final stop for DJ to go to the end. Just right around 37 laps to go right here. Kimi still leads ahead of Nico. Anthony, the last time around, 3.35 seconds to the leader. Oh, it is closing. That gap has closed quite a lot, almost 1.5 seconds ever since he came out of the pits, 4.5 seconds behind Kimi.
Now it's 3.1 seconds. That's just something to keep your eye on throughout the rest of this race. Is who's going to have the winning strategy. Nico bumps Kimi up the racetrack. Kimi's going to get a little bit of run because of that, though. He keeps the lead.
Oh, look at the
26 car
gap.
still. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This is... He's got to get by him now. The 26 has to get by him right now. This is it right here.
Yeah, watching the gap back to third, 2.6 seconds. He is closing so quick as Kimi's up the track.
Oh, Kimi makes the mistake. There it is. Finally got around him. That took him long enough.
And Kimi's
gonna
into the
pit
pits.
too.
Yep. So Kimi, for sure, he will
What's
he
the
will
gap
be
now?
pitting here, trying to make it to the end.
2.4 seconds.
And that's
Nico has to run the laps of his life if he wants this to work.
that feels really early for Kimi. I know he did an undercut last time, but still, I think he only went what 36 laps or so.
I think the idea behind that is to leapfrog Nico by at least 3 seconds so he can hold on to the gap when he eventually pits. He's probably on the right strategy here, but it's going to be really close to make it to the end. 33 laps to go.
I'm not sure how his tires looked. That'd be what I want to know. I'd want to see what the wear on those tires were when he came in, because if he can only make it, right on 40 laps, Anthony might be in trouble for making it to the end.
Yeah. Gap's now 1.9 seconds. And then he's just faster right now.
Yeah, he is flying with the overcut here on Nico.
For reference, Nico is 193 into the corner, and Anthony just hit 194 into the corner.
And that's a great illustration of your mid-corner speed dictating your straight line speed. A good run through the corner gives you a bigger run
Nico
down the
was,
straightaway.
I think Anthony just hit 201 into the corner right there. So the gap has shrunk once again, now 1.7 seconds.
Anthony is.
Did Anthony hit the wall there?
I don't
oh
think
my
so.
God, no, he didn't.
No,
Impeccable.
he is on rails right now. 1 and 2 was perfect for Anthony. Nico running higher, Anthony in the bottom lane, not right on the bottom, but keeping good minimum speed and on the bottom lane. He's catching rapidly.
I think, yeah, Anthony might be in control. This might be his race to lose at this point.
And man, what an exciting finish it would be. Anthony.
If Anthony could pull this off,
Oh
this
my
would be his
goodness.
first ever win in Bubbles Leagues, in Bubbles Speed World. This would be his first ever.
And he's a fan favorite among the fans, among the drivers. Everybody loves Anthony. And man, it's coming down to it, man. 1.3 seconds to the leader. He's closing quickly. We don't think Nico can make it, and we have no idea if Anthony can make it. But regardless, he's putting on a masterclass, showing off
It's
his
gonna
driving
be
skill.
close, that's for certain. Spring's probably gonna get lapped in the next 5 to 6 laps, actually.
Yeah, it's I think he's only about 3 or so seconds ahead of the top 2 right here.
Oh, Anthony just hit the wall. That was close.
I saw that one. He was pushing hard. 28 to go here. It was 1.267 seconds last time around. It will grow this lap, but he's got to get back in his rhythm and start chasing him down once again because he has fresher tires.
Yeah, he got his rhythm back going.
Yeah, and he is faster.
199 into the corner right there. I mean, did he go just hit the wall? No, he didn't. That was a really good corner from him, actually.
I gotta say, it's also really, really good driving from Nico here. Not really making any mistakes. I know he's slower, but he's to keep it off the
bad
wall.
news. The second you mentioned that, he had a horrible exit.
Well, there you go. That's why you don't bring up that. But 26 to go.
Same thing happened to me a little bit ago. Just about 100 laps ago, I did the exact same thing and said, oh, this guy's having a good run right now, and then he immediately hits the wall.
Well, nonetheless, I think it's right on a second right now, just looking at it visually. We'll see it at the line. Yeah,
Yep.
just under.
Spot on right there. Anthony can pull this exit off, too.
What a corner. for
185 on exit, and Nico just hit. Yeah. Anthony's just faster right now.
Anthony.
What? If he can follow this up.
Anthony turning in later, getting lower on the track, and using more exit. He just has more tire, and he's using it to its fullest right now and catching very quickly. 24 to go here at Texas.
Oh, Anthony's pushing too. Look at this exit. Look at this exit. Oh, wow. What a corner. 193 into the corner. Nico's just gone wide on entry. That's going to open the door if Anthony can get an impeccable exit for the lead.
He has. It's
down to 0.2 of a second now.
I think we're about to see a dogfight. Nico's not going to give this up easy, but he doesn't have a lot of grip to fight with. Anthony has to make his way by here if he wants to win the race.
Absolutely. I think, yeah, Nico's going to pull away now and kind of hit the... Now that he's there, it's just a matter of who can pass him. Which might be easier said than done, unless Nico makes a mistake. It hits the wall.
Oh, Anthony's in the wall. His tires are starting to degrade. He is struggling when he was right on the back of Nico. The visual changes, and it's all about your mentality there on the exits. You can't run it too much.
Oh, wow, what a corner exit. That was really good exit, though. He's got his momentum back. On-worn tires, 200 into the corner. Incredible stuff.
This turn 2 exit will bite you. You've got to be careful. Was that Nico in the
Oh,
wall?
look at that.
I think
Look
Nico
at
was
that.
in the
Did
wall.
Nico in the wall? If Nico hit the wall and Anthony gets a good exit here, it's going to be right there again.
I couldn't tell for sure, but I think Nico brushed it off of turn 2. We'll see what the gap is this time.
0.8 of a second.
It grew that time, so I think it must have been a clean corner for Nico, but he is higher in 1 and 2.
Oh, my goodness, what an exit.
Anthony trying to mount a charge again. 20 to go.
That was not a very good corner that time from the 09. I think the gap's going to shrink a little bit, but not significant enough. It's going to grow, actually, right now. That was not a good exit.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the pace. He's just got to put it together.
I think he's hitting the wall here. If he doesn't lift, yeah, he's in the wall.
He can't overdrive it. You have the pace. You just got to bring it back a second. Just give yourself some more space.
And remember, he did pit earlier. He might be able to make it to the end. If he can make it to the end, that would be incredible. But if he can't, I think if you're Nico, you might want to pit within the next couple of laps at this point, because Kimi's going to undercut you for certain.
Yeah, Kimi will be out ahead if these two have to pit. Nico was in the wall right there.
Oh, Kimi just wrecked. Never mind.
Oh, Kimi.
Kimi has rear end damage and he's really slow. That's basically going to put him out of contention for the win at this point.
So now, oh, Nico's pitting. Nico's pitting. He's bailing on the strategy. Nico in the pits with 18 to go. And Anthony will assume the lead, 17 to go. Can he make it to the end?
Anthony really has to try. I think he has to try at this point.
Oh,
He has
Nico
the
missed his
pressure
pit stall. Nico had a terrible pit entry.
Oh my God, that's opened the door for Anthony. Anthony might just want to pit now at this point and just leapfrog him.
Maybe so. I'm not sure. As you just saw, a lot can go wrong in a pit stop. But yeah, there goes Anthony putting Nico a
He's gonna
full
lap
lap
him.
down. So Nico is well over a lap down here. But yeah, even with the terrible pit entry, Kimi lost so much time. Nico's
I
still
think
going to come
Anthony's
out.
officially in fuel save mode. Yeah, he's in fuel save mode. He's going to try to make it to the end. I don't know if this is going to work, though, because remember, you lose so much time if you try to fuel save here. I don't know if he's going to make it to the end.
He's trying to. He's going really slow through the tri over there.
I don't think this is going to work. That was shaping up to be something spectacular, and I think he's ruining it with his fuel save.
He's trying to make it. He's trying to make it all the way. I think even if he pits now, he's still got a chance. Oh, but he's lifting on the straights. He's really slow here.
He's lifting way too much on the straightaways. You can't really save fuel on straightaways here.
Yeah. And
You lose way too much
It's
time.
not really fuel on these cars. It's really just tires, so I'm not sure why he's lifting on the straights at all.
I think he's selling the race right now. He's selling the race. If he's fuel saving like this, he's not making it to the end. He's got to pit now. Absolutely, 100% has to pit right here and right now. If he's trying to make it to the end, he is going to sell this race.
I think he's realized he's back up to speed now. He's going full push once again.
Kind of realize what's up. This might be Nico's race to lose now.
I'm really not sure. The strategy has gone all over the place. 13 to go, counting down the laps. Can Anthony make it? And if he can't, where would he come out relative to Nico? Both of these drivers looking for their first ever win in Bubble Speed World.
It's going to shape up to be one for the history books. He's saving again. He's saving again. Why is he saving on the straight? Nico's going to get to him and probably unlap himself, so now he has to make it to the end.
Yeah, because you lose more than a lap in the pits. So, Anthony...
I don't know what he's doing. Fuel
Anthony
saving like
cannot
that.
pit now.
You have to. You have to. Like, I know it's a full lap, but I don't know if he fuel saves like this.
I mean,
Maybe he knows that he's good. But look at the time he's losing. Like, that's
I know.
Like, if he keeps
So
that up
much.
for 10 laps, he might lose the lead.
Nico's going to pass him off at 4 right here.
Yeah, he's got him off of 4th. Or he's gonna try. Yeah, he's gonna let him buy off of 4th. He's gonna unlap himself.
I would also like to mention Spring is out there. He came into the pits with a blown tire. If he could make it to the end and Anthony couldn't, Spring would win.
Oh my goodness. I mean, he's been slow his car all day, and then magically, if he pulls off this strategy and Anthony can't, that would be something.
9 to go for the driver of the 09 car, looking for his first win.
Yeah, he's really just letting Nico drive away, so he has to save. He has to save. Probably going to finish 3rd if he has to pit.
I don't know, man. Kimi's back there, too. He would probably lose out to Kimi. I think he'd be looking at about 4th or 5th here. Maybe stay
I
ahead
say
of DJ.
3rd. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Spring, yeah, probably 4th. Because DJ is just absolutely, I think he's 5 seconds behind Kimi. If you're Anthony, this has to work.
And I mean, 8 to go. You've got to make it at this point. I would love to know what his tires are on.
It's not the fuel, it's the tires, I believe, which is
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you saving on the straightaways?
I don't know, man. I kind of get
It's
it in
gotta
the
be the
quad
tires
oval,
at
but
this point. Because you're just opening the door for Spring to close in. Because I mean,
Yeah.
sure, Spring is half a lap back at this point, probably.
Yeah, but he's on the same strategy. You're allowing someone else on the same strategy to close in, who is now not that far behind you. 18 seconds back. Nico now 25 seconds back. The gap between Spring and Nico is closing as well. That would be a battle for position. 6 to go for your leader, trying to save.
He's trying really hard. And we've been informed that your tire only blows when you're on the throttle, so that might be why he's saving on the straightaways, because if his tire blows, it's pretty much over, like 100% over. But he's got 5 more times. You got 5 more times around. If he could do it, it would be great. First
would
career
be.
win in Bubble Speed World.
Here comes Kimmy. He's going to make the pass easily. Anthony's saving
Yeah,
a lot.
he's gonna. Oh, he's pushing
Oh,
him.
Kimmy's gonna
oh
push.
my goodness. You just opened the door to let him save. That's incredible. That's going to help him a lot.
Anthony picked up the pace there a ton. Right there in the middle of 3 and 4. All of a sudden, he's at racing speed again. Now he's lifting a little bit more. 4 to go.
This is going to be really close. I'm
It is.
confident this is going to be really, really, really close.
It is Anthony and Kimmy running right next to each other, but about a 1 lap separates them with the timing board. Anthony going very slow. Is he pitting?
He's pitting. No. That's it. That's it. You can't do it.
Oh, no.
Now it's open the
Anthony-
door for Spring.
Can Spring stay out? You can see Nico on the same straightaway. Spring saving like crazy. We're going to see 3 to go this time, and it's crazy.
Oh, Nico's 4 seconds behind Spring.
Spring inherits the lead with 3 to go. Can he make it? And can he hold
I
off
think if
Nico,
you're-
who's just
I think if you were
2
Anthony,
seconds
you
back?
really had to try to save the tires and try to make sure they didn't blow.
Yeah,
but I think
I
he was up
would've-
like 20%.
I
He
would've
was like, all right, I can't do this.
I would have stayed out. There's a chance you can keep
Oh,
going.
I
at
think
20%.
Nico's gonna win. Spring's trying to save a crap ton.
He's trying to save
Nico's
way more
right
than he
there.
can.
This
He's
is
right
for
there.
the lead.
Spring has picked it back up now. He knows this is for the
Yeah,
lead.
Spring has
2 to
pick this
go.
up. This is for the race win.
Picks up the throttle.
Oh my
Nico
God!
stuffs it up the
Oh
inside.
my God! I think that's it. I think that's it. 2 laps to
Probably.
go. Spring can magically mount a charge, but he's
I doubt
saving
it.
as hard as he can.
Final
but white
lap.
flag is out.
Out here for Nico, the 26 car. He just took the lead. A crazy strategy. He hits the apron there, but I think he's going to be good.
Yeah, he's good to the end. Spring cannot mount a charge. He's on really, really worn tires. He really had to hold on there, but Nico with an amazing move getting to the inside. 3 and 4 last time by. That was just Anthony couldn't save enough. Spring didn't have the gap he needed to save enough, but off of turn 4, Nico in the 26 is going to win at Texas. First win in Bubble Speed World for the season for the 26 of Nico. I think that is also his first career win ever in Bubble Speed World. Incredible stuff for the 26. And Spring just blew his tire. Oh my goodness. Spring with a masterclass to come away with 2nd place.
Oh, man. Spring made it, and I think Anthony's going to kick himself because Spring made it.
Actually, I don't think Anthony would have made it. Anthony definitely wouldn't have made it if Spring just blew his tire right there. Because
I mean,
Spring
it's
made
up
it
to-
an extra 1 to 2 laps.
It's up to one
So-
chance. He made it 1 extra lap, and it's up to chance. So, I mean, there's always a chance Anthony could have made it, and I honestly can't believe he pit without a blown tire. I would have not touched the pits if I didn't have a tire that was down.
Yeah. Yeah, and he comes away with 4th place because of that. I don't even know what he's doing. I think he just sold that race.
Well, Nico comes away your winner after crazy strategy at the end and some wild pit stops. Anthony tried to stay out. Spring did stay out, but Nico with a pass coming to the white flag with 2 to go. He's going to win and get his first ever win. And what a race at the end with some crazy strategy.
Yeah, Anthony apparently was at 19% tires when he pit. That he absolutely sold that.
Well, here we go, though. The winner, the number 26 car, winner at Texas, Nico. How are you feeling right about now?
I don't know. It's just very excited. Race. I don't know. I'm just feeling like I don't know. Masterclass.
Yeah, a bit of a loss for words there. You pit at the end. What did you think about the strategy? Did you think Anthony could make it? I know you were pushing as hard as you could. What's your view on that? The end of the race strategy right there.
I was planning to do the same as Anthony, but I noticed he just had better tires. Right at the final laps, I knew he was not gonna make it. Like I just knew. So I kept pushing.
Alrighty, well, absolutely incredible victory for you today. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck. Next week is Talladega, so best of luck to you.
All right, thank you very much.
Alrighty, that was the winner. Next up, I'm so excited to talk to the driver of the 37. Made the strategy work. Blown tire coming into the pits. Blew a tire after the checkered flag. You come away with P2. You're going to take the championship lead. Spring, how are you feeling after that race?
Pretty good. Honestly, I was entirely focused on Anthony. I had no idea how close Nico was. But try to hold him off, but 20% tires to his 80% is not going to hold very well. But happy to come away with the P2. Good job to Nico.
Absolutely, and I do want to touch on the strategy. You stretched it 1 extra lap over Anthony with the final pit stop. You had a blown tire coming into the pits. We thought you were done for. You lost so much time, but you made it to the end. How slow did you have to go the last stop, the last stint, in order to make it to the end?
I was going 170 in the corners, so I didn't slow down too much. I was just trying not to tap on the throttle too much because that kills your tires. But I think I would have been able to give Nico a harder time if I didn't hit so many bumps, because that was really killing my tires the whole time.
Alrighty, well, a very, very exciting race there at the end. You come away with P2, I'd say a strategic masterclass. Probably the winning strategy, just a little bit unfortunate at times, lost the lead 2 to go. But you will take the championship lead. One last question, what's the mentality like headed into Talladega as the championship leader?
Just racing. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how Talladega's going to drive with these cars yet, so...
Alrighty, well, it is head down one step at a time for Spring, who will inherit the championship lead after Karinga DNF'd. Congratulations on P2, sir. Best of luck next week.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can talk to our third place finisher before we sign off here. Actually, we'll get fifth place, DJ. DJ, very up and down race there. Tell me about the strategy at the end and how you came away with P5 there through very much a race of attrition.
Yeah, I feel like I could have got, second or third, but I'm coming out of my pit stop, I just spun and lost the rear, so I lost a lap because of that and had to battle damage. I feel like I had a pretty quick car all day, but huge congratulations to Nico. I've known him for a while, and I think that he just drove a really nice race. So, congratulations to Nico, and I think it's good for me in the championship. Like just finishing the race is good, but yeah, I'm a bit disappointed.
Definitely understandable. You entered 10th in the points, I believe. You're definitely going to pass a few drivers. I think Ford, you will pass him. And it's really tight. There was a battle back there between you and Anthony. Anthony still came away with 4th. What's your mentality regarding the championship and the points heading into Talladega?
I mean, yeah, Talladega is either going to be a wreck fest or we're going to have a lot of green flag stints. So I think just finishing at Talladega and just trying to get consistently, like just starting and getting a good position will just help me. I don't think I'm going to win the championship, but still getting a good spot at the end of the season will just, I think he'll do good.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations today, sir. You finished the race, which was definitely gave you a good points day. I know you're a little disappointed, but I think it was a strong drive from you today. And best of luck next week at Talladega.
All right, thank you.
Well, that is going to conclude our coverage for the O'Reilly's Auto Parts 300 here at Texas Motor Speedway. As always, our coverage is brought to you by Builderbrain, the cutting-edge AI study tool. Head over to builderbrain.ai to ace your classes and win back your weekend. And then next Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, right here, Plato's Apex Network on Bubble the Wonder Boys YouTube channel. You will be joining us for the 8th round of the Bubbles Cup Championship at Talladega Tandem Package. It's going to be tight. It's going to be exciting. Make sure you are there. And that's going to wrap it up for us today. Until next time, I will bid you all farewell.